Hi everyone. Today I thought that I would talk about masks because obviously the coronavirus has been going on since January? The UK went into lockdown March, and this whole thing about having to wear masks when you're like at a shop or on public transport came into play a few months ago now. And I know myself, wearing a mask I find extremely claustrophobic, and I find it very disorientating. I can't, I feel like I can't see properly, if that makes sense. I have no idea why. And I also find it very difficult to read people because I can't see their mouth and I can't actually hear them properly, because normally when I'm listening to someone talk, I look at their mouth. So I find that very difficult in itself, as well as wearing one. The sensory input's really weird, like the feel of it on my face and the smell of it and things like that. So I thought I would talk about this company that I found. I have seen these lanyards around quite a lot. Now, the lanyards that I'm talking about aren't a new thing. I remember Tesco were giving them out, and it's the Hidden Disabilities lanyard. You may have seen it around. So like people wear them around their neck like this, and it symbolises that you have a hidden disability. And obviously in the coronavirus pandemic, it's meaning like I can't wear a mask for whatever reason that may be. That may be because of the sensory, you find it difficult, claustrophobic, or like you've got really severe asthma so you can't breathe properly and things like that. So I've seen these around, and also you can get these cards that say like face covering exempt, and it says on the back, my hidden disability makes me exempt from wearing a face covering, which you can have and you can put it on it like that. But I mean, you don't have to wear this card attached to it. I have seen people just wearing the lanyard themselves, and also you can also have this which just says hidden disability, and you can have like your first name and your any assistant needs. So I remember people were wearing them in the past in airports. They're not a new thing. Tesco, I've seen them a lot, like I need more time, you know, when you're standing at the till and you're trying to fumble with your money and stuff like that. So these are not a new thing, but I have seen them a lot more with this whole face covering in public and public transport. I've seen them a lot because unfortunately the way some humans are, they feel the need that they have to be like the corona police and say something to people if they're not wearing a mask. And you could be not wearing a mask for whatever reason, whether you just don't want to, you don't agree with it, which some people don't. Personal opinion here. But I don't know why people feel the need to go around and question people. Why aren't you wearing a mask? You should be wearing a mask, blah, 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 blah. Because there could be various different things, whether that be a disability through like additional support needs or severe asthma and things like that. Now, the thing with masks, obviously you've got the traditional surgical mask. Now, I absolutely hate these. I hate these for various reasons. One, they get thrown away. Another reason is I find them very weird texture, and the smell of them I absolutely hate. So this one I don't personally wear. Now I do wear a mask out, but I bought my own. I bought my own from Etsy. Now the first mask I got was this one, and I absolutely love it because I can wash it and then I can like use fabric softener and I can make it smell really nice. But the problem I had with this was it around my ears. It would pull my ears, and I found that extremely uncomfortable. And also it's quite thick. But what I did find was this company that does headbands, but she also does these wee attachment bits. So you can put it on your headband like this. And if I can get it on. Like that. And you just wear it as a hairband, and you pull the mask down like that. So now it's not pulling on my ears. So I find this much more comfortable to wear. But I find this one all right for short periods of times if I'm just nipping into a shop and whatnot. I also got another one because I like to get wee cutesy ones because of my favourite things. So this is Winnie the Pooh. And also there's a space that you can put a filter in if you wanted, but you don't have to, which is what I like. But when I'm wearing long period of times, I bought this one. Now this one is very thin, and people will say to me, oh, but you know, that won't stop coronavirus because it's very thin and it's not got a filter in it. Yes, I understand that, but I find the whole fear of being targeted and questioned of why I'm not wearing a mask a lot more scary. So if I can just wear this one, which is very thin and it's very big, and I can wear it around my ears or around a headband, you know, you can't actually, whoa, that's really high. You can't actually see. And this is very thin, it's very soft. Again, I can wash it and I can make it smell really nice for me. And this one's got the adjustment bits on it for the ears. And people don't question me because I'm wearing a mask, although the mask is very thin, because it's just, it's kind of like a netted material. I don't know if you can see that, but people at the moment are very harsh and judgmental. So I find if I'm going into a shop, or if I was on public transport, I've not been using public transport because I can drive, but not everyone can. If I'm wearing this, it's very thin, I can breathe through it all right. You know, I can wear it for longer periods of time. It's quite big. It's not pushing on my face. You know, I find it a lot easier. But, you know, for everyone, they probably can't even cope with that. So I do recommend getting this lanyard, because I have had a lot of arguments with people online about it. Oh, just wear a mask. I myself, I have autism, and I also have severe asthma, where I've been having a lot of asthma attacks since 2018 when I had my first asthma attack, and that was for a lung infection. And since then, my asthma has been totally not controlled. So with the mask on, I find breathing through it very difficult. And then I've had people come to me saying, oh, but coronavirus will make it much more harder to breathe. Yes, I understand that. But the whole thing about it is, if everyone who can wear a mask is wearing a mask, and those who can't are much more protected because other people are. And I do not believe that you should use the lanyards as an excuse just to not wear one, which is why I was showing you the different mask types. And I really can't cope with the surgical ones. I just really can't. I mean, the smell and the texture, just for me, I just can't tolerate it, which is why I got the fabric ones. And I do wash these very regularly because I don't like the smell of, you know, when you've worn it before, or it's been in your bag or your pocket, you know, it's like old clothes that you haven't washed. And that's why I've got several of them, because I can take it in turns to wash them. There are so many different types and of mask, and that's why I thought I would choose fun ones that I like, you know, so it's something that I want to wear. And it's why I got the headband, and I always carried the headband with one mask with it on, because of my ears. And I also, weirdly, not just the pulling of the ears, it catches on my piercings, you know, other problems there. So yeah, I thought I would tell you about the hidden disability. You can order these. I completely have forgotten how much they cost. So for the lanyard just on its own, it was 55p. For the hidden disability ID card, this was 55p, and the exempt from face coverings was 55p on its own. The shipping and handling was £3.50. You know, obviously postage does cost. It came within a few days, and also for other companies who support people, I'm sure you can order them as a company and order in bulk. I honestly think it's important to try and encourage people to wear a mask, but if they're like me and for long periods of time wearing a mask, I start to panic. I think I was actually in Tesco, and there was obviously a queue, and I'm wearing a mask, and I started to get very hot. So obviously I took my jumper off and stuff, and I thought, oh, I'm just hot. But it was from wearing the mask, and when you were breathing, I was getting hot. and then I started to panic, so I had to leave the shop, which is why I got a much thinner mask, so I don't get hot and panicky. I can breathe through this much easier. But for some people whose anxiety is far worse than what mine is now, like if this had happened, 10 years ago when my anxiety was at its highest, there's absolutely no way I could have worn a mask. So I thought I would spread the news of the hidden disability lanyard, and even after the pandemic's over, these are great things and a symbol to show that you do have a hidden disability and may need more time at a till, or sometimes you might not understand things, and especially in airports, because I mean airports for me is just so overwhelming. But yeah, I thought I would talk to you about these, and I think they're absolutely brilliant. And if you do see someone wearing these lanyards, it means they've got a hidden disability and they're exempt from wearing a mask through this hidden disability, whatever it is, and it is none of your business to question why someone's wearing this lanyard or question why someone's not wearing a mask. That's all I'm going to say.